Nearly 7.5 decades after independence and partition, Pakistan remains India's biggest foreign policy challenge. Pakistan was hacked off India's shoulders by the departing British in 1947. It was created as a homeland for India's Muslims. Pakistan's relations with India have ever since been bedeviled by a festering dispute over the divided territory of Kashmir, India's only Muslim majority state. When Pakistan was created in the partition of 1947, the 544 princely states, nominally ruled by the local kings, were required to accede to either of the two new states. The Hindu Maharaja of Jammu and Kashmir deterred over which of the two to join. He flirted optimistically with the idea of remaining independent, and Pakistan, determined to get hold of the territory, sent in a band of invaders who made considerable inroads before being distracted by the attractions of pillage. The panicked Maharaja, fearing his state would lose its supposed independence, acceded to India. India thereafter para-dropped troops who stopped Pakistani-backed invaders in their tracks. India took Pakistan's aggression to the UN as an international issue and declared a ceasefire that left Pakistan in possession of roughly two-thirds of the Jammu and Kashmir state. To respect the wishes of Kashmiri people, the UN mandated a plebiscite to be conducted after the Pakistani troops had withdrawn from the territory they had captured. And it was India that insisted on a popular vote because India had no doubt that it would win the popular vote, given the popularity of Sheikh Abdullah in the region. Pakistan refused to withdraw, and the plebiscite was never conducted. The dispute has festered ever since. 4 wars, all initiated by Pakistan, have been fought across the ceasefire line, now dubbed the Line of Control. In the late 1980s, a Pakistani-backed insurrection by some Kashmiri Muslims, augmented by militants, infiltrated across the LOC, and the supply of arms and money from Pakistan began. The militancy have caused great loss of life, damaged property, and all but wrecked the Kashmiri economy, dependent largely on tourism and sale of handicrafts. In the process, both countries have suffered grievously. The central problem bedeviling the relationship between India and Pakistan is not Kashmir, but rather the nature of Pakistani state itself, specifically the stranglehold over Pakistan of the world's most lavishly funded military. Thanks to Kashmir, the Pakistan military has become enormously powerful within Pakistan. The army lays down the red lines, no civilian leader, and not even the free media dare cross. In return, the military establishment enjoys privileges unthinkable in India. The serving and retired military officials run army-controlled shopping malls, petrol stations, real estate ventures, import-export enterprise, and even universities and think tanks. The Kashmir story only allows the Pakistani military to justify this disproportionate dominance of Pakistani state and society. If you were to analyze carefully, you would realize that Pakistan's army is not strategically interested in peace. It may not want war, but it does not want peace either. But now, things are changing. In the past, it was Pakistan that kept India off balance in Kashmir. It is now Pakistan's turn to face an unpredictable India. In the last few years, Prime Minister Modi has tried to restructure India's Pakistan policy, including on Kashmir. Many have questioned the merits of his policy, but he has certainly thrown away the script that had been in place for India and Pakistan relations for nearly 3 decades. Paralyzed by Pakistan's cross-border terrorism and proxy wars, the usual India's foreign policy was to swing violently between pushing the peace process or getting back into the political sulk after every major attack. Not anymore. PM Modi began his first tenure in May 2014 by inviting then Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif to his swearing in ceremony and landing at the end of 2015 on a few hours' notice at Nawaz Sharif's family home outside Lahore. When his visit to Lahore was followed within a week by a terror attack, Modi broke custom by inviting Pakistan to join investigations. But Pakistan's intelligence establishment was in no mood to cooperate. After a major attack on Uri in September 2016, Prime Minister Modi changed tactics to order the Indian Army to carry out surgical strikes across the line of control. But the biggest surprise of all was in August 2019, when Prime Minister Modi got the Parliament's approval for changing the constitutional status of Jammu and Kashmir, separating Ladakh from it, and declaring the two entities as union territories. Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan was shocked. After all, Imran publicly rooted for Prime Minister Modi in 2019 elections by arguing that a strong Indian leader would be better placed to deliver peace. An angry Pakistan turned to diplomacy with the help of China to seek United Nations Security Council intervention. India blocked the move, with support from France, Russia, and the US. Tempers cooled by late 2020, the security establishments in India and Pakistan embarked on back-channel diplomacy that produced quick results. India and Pakistan announced a ceasefire on the line of control in February. In March, Pakistan's Army Chief, General Bajwa, had a surprise of his own. He called for a reorientation of Pakistan's national strategy from geopolitics to geoeconomics and underlined the importance of good neighborly relations with both Afghanistan and India. Realists in Pakistan know that Modi's India will not restore the pre-August 2019 legal status in Kashmir. There are scores of confidence-building measures that India and Pakistan could undertake to make life easier for Kashmiris on both sides of line of control. India, in the past, had always played defensive. In 1966 Tashkent, India gave back to Pakistan every square inch of territory captured by our brave soldiers in Pakistan Occupied Kashmir, including the strategic Haji Pir Pass, all of which is land we claim to be ours. The Shimla Agreement of the 1970s also provided India with a unique set of historical advantages, but we were more concerned about goodwill gestures and confidence-building measures. The reason confidence-building measures have not worked so far with Pakistan is because in India, like any fledgling democracy, state has the army. But in Pakistan, army has the state. They control the state. And until that changes, the idealism of India's foreign policy with Pakistan will not work. Afghanistan, Balochistan, and Saudi Arabia are three geographical entities that should now define India's Pakistan policy. And we'll talk about that in subsequent videos. If you can think of how Saudis can help us redefine our Pakistan policy, comment below. There's a lot to ponder, not just in foreign policy, but also in history, philosophy, economics, and business. So subscribe to this channel and press on the bell icon so that you're notified whenever the next video is uploaded. Good luck, take care, and stay safe.